with Norman Flood Barnes. There is some exciting news that is going online. Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara has said there's a comprehensive ceasefire and full integration agreement between the Syrian government and the SDF group, outlining sweeping measures to restore state authority in the country's northeast. We know the couple of days of fighting has amassed into this result. I want to get the feelings and the vibes from Norman Floyd Barnes, who is joining us from Washington, D.C.
Greetings from Washington, D.C. Today is a federal holiday. We're celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King birthday. We are in the process of doing community services, parades, and other things. Like I said, this is a holiday here in the United States. In regards to Syria, the situation ceasefire is a positive thing that the fighting has been able to been controlled by the Syrian government and the armed forces over there. But right now, the United States sent, as you notice, they have killed one of the leaders of the supposedly terrorist group that killed our three officers over there. And right now, the focus is on basically supporting with the Syrian army, and also continue the search for the terrorists, and to basically to track them down, to make a point that you don't have the option of killing American citizens without being hunted down.
The people of the United States of America, a U.S. citizen was murdered by ICE, and ever since then, the people and the administration do not meet eye to eye, whereas the ICE agents have been doubled up, according to the media statements. I want to get a vibe from Norman Floyd Barnes in Washington, D.C. I know that the National Guard has been deployed in D.C. and other states as well, but this killing cannot be just a one-off incident. Of course, they did not need to resort to this kind of overwhelming show of power. So I want to understand the realistic aspect in which we know that the midterm election is coming up in November. And of course, the popularity of Donald Trump will be shown in his activities in this time towards up until the midterm. So I want to understand what is your analysis. An American citizen has been killed, and it has caused a shockwave around the entire globe.
Thank you for this question, but let me create a scenario for you.
Please.
What is happening? Uh, the United States is very divided right now between the Trump administration and the citizens of this country. Why I'm saying that is the Pentagon, under the direction of the president, has activated, actually staging, 1,500 U.S. military troops. These troops are highly trained troops from Alaska. They are specialized in Arctic tactics, warfare. They have been staged and put on alert to respond to Minnesota. And the purpose of responding to Minnesota is when the president decides that he wants to institute the Insurrection Act, which means the U.S. president can bring up the U.S. military to put down any civil unrest that occurs in the United States. And the reason for that is that the president and the Trump administration do not believe they're getting support from the state and local. The state and local law enforcement and public safety has the ability to control and manage this situation. But because he feels exactly that the governor and the administration, the local and the police are not supporting the ICE agents in the city. He feels that they have to bring in the military to enforce it. This is not a win-win situation. This is basically most considered as a invasion of the state and local area. This is causing a real problem with the United States government and its people. As midterms come up, the people are first, they are concerned and they are very incensed about this situation with the immigration enforcement. and how it's been done by the Trump administration. The issue is not the enforcement of the immigration issue. Its enforcement is the technique. The technique. The technique is required is basically showing signs of 1930 Nazi German Gestapo police tactics. These tactics are not going to be tolerated by the people of the United States. And the Trump administration right now is putting itself in a very precarious situation because right now, if this continues, there will be conflict in the United States. And some people are stating that that is the purpose of this, is to cause a uproar so the midterm elections will be put off, delayed, or canceled. Uh, that is not going to happen. Thank you.
We know the election is coming. We know the last 19 days has been important for America's position in the entire world affairs. But how do you assess the fact that we have someone like J.B. Pritzker who don't meet eye to eye with Donald Trump? Mr. Norman Floyd Burns.
Yes, thank you. Actually, he's not the only one. There's many people in the United States that do not agree, state, local, federal, international. They do not agree with the policies, the procedures, and the technique currently being used. So the end of the day, it's not going to have any effect because the Trump administration has set this system, has set up a system where basically they decide what is policy, what is law. The consequences can range anywhere from tariffs, taxes, sanctions, imprisonment, imprisonment. I mentioned imprisonment now, and also character assassination, and lastly, the military. So these tactics are being utilized right now as we see more daily. If you go against the president and his administration and his will, you will suffer. Uh, Footnote, the discussions are now talking about Canada. Canada is talking about being defiant to the U.S., doing other things. The discussions now in the White House about Canada inability in the minds of the president and his administration is that Canada can't defend the Arctic. There's more discussion about this Arctic North area and the control of it. The same issues they're talking about Greenland, the same issues now is being discussed about Canada.